taking time out of your incredibly busy schedule and servicing your customers to be with us. And I know that I am the last keynote presentation in what has been a very exciting but long 3 days. So in recognition of your stamina and commitment, I have some good news for you. I have only 56 slides. No, I'm kidding. I actually have no slides. So what I hope we're going to do is have a bit of a conversation here. And I want to give you an update on where we're thinking about HP and how we fit in the marketplace, the role that we have with you. I know that you have already heard from a lot of our senior executives and have been updated on our portfolio and partner programs. And what I hope you'll agree is that our portfolio looks terrific today with lots of good innovation. And I think we have the tools to make sure that you have a chance to build your business in as most effective way that you have in the past several years. So what I thought I'd do is tell you a little bit about my first 5 months on the job. And then what I'd like to do is talk about, I think, our relationship. And then what I'll do is, I think which could be the most fun, is actually answer questions from the audience on any subject. And I want you to start thinking about those questions. No question is too tough. You have to remember I ran for political office. Nothing will hurt my feelings. So, as I said, I have been at HP now for about 5 months. And the thing that I knew coming into HP, because I have been in the technology industry for much of my career, was how important the channel is to HP. Across all our regions, we have more than 200,000 partners worldwide. And you sell to millions of customers, from large accounts to SMB, directly to consumer. You drive a very significant share of HP's hardware and supplies revenue. And you play a critical role in our success, our collective success, and frankly, a very critical role for the industry. And my view is, as I have taken stock of all of HP's fantastic assets, is our #1 competitive advantage in the industry may well be our relationship with you. And let me just say that I know last year maybe we didn't make it the easiest relationship that we have in our long storied history together. I recognize that there were a lot of issues that you had to deal with. Some were industry-wide, like the tsunami in Japan and the flooding in Thailand. And of course, we're managing still through some of those disruptions. But some were very specific to HP, like some of the announcements last August that created a lot of confusion about who is HP, what's going on in Palo Alto, and can you count on HP? And I think it just made a lot of things more challenging for our customers, for our employees, for our shareholders, and obviously, perhaps most importantly, our partners. So when I came in September of this year, I thought the most important thing that I should do was get the noise out of the system and create stability. Be a steady hand on the tiller for this terrific company. And so what I wanted to do, thank you. So what I wanted to do is get HP out of the headlines for the drama and into the headlines for our products, what we do for customers, how we work with partners. And that's what we've been trying to do for the last 5 months. Steady hand on the tiller, get the noise out of the system, the drama out of the news, and really focus on what makes HP great. And I want to reestablish HP's reputation as being the reliable, trusted partner that you can count on. And that is my commitment to you. If you can take away one thing from this talk this morning, we're going to return to being the reliable, trusted partner that you can count on to build your business. Now, obviously, the first decision I had to make was around our personal systems group, whether or not we were going to keep the PC business. I wanted to accelerate that decision because, boy, that created a little uncertainty in the marketplace. So in 30 days, we did what HP does best, did a lot of thoughtful analysis, and came to the conclusion, it was a very obvious conclusion, that frankly, PSG and HP and you are better together than we are apart, and I feel great about that decision. Now, while we're on that this is all about the products. If we have a fantastic innovation pipeline, if we have the best products in the industry, then it's easy for you to build your business, and together we can create real value for customers. So starting with the award-winning Spectre, I believe that the ultralight notebooks are going to be a big deal for us and a big deal for you. And I couldn't be prouder of the PSG group and the Spectre, which won a fantastic award at CES this year. And I think we have a real chance to make a big difference. The other thing that we're doing is I want to do a small number of things really well. I want to put a lot of wood behind the arrow. And what you've seen us do with the Spectre is go up on TV with advertising, do all the work and with logs in the ecosystem to make sure that we put real emphasis and real money behind the things that we really believe in. So I'm excited about the Spectre, and I hope you are as well. In ESSN, the Gen 8 industry standard server that we announced on Monday, I hope you're excited about that. In my view, this has a chance to revolutionize the industry. And I'm a big believer in innovation, as you can imagine. I came of age in the internet at a company that would not have existed without the internet, without innovation, and that was eBay. And I believe there's two kinds of innovation. There is evolutionary innovation, which you have to do every day to stay in business, to stay ahead of your competition. And then there is revolutionary innovation, which changes the standards of the industry, which disrupts the incumbent. And I think in ESSN, we are well on our way to some really revolutionary innovation that I think is going to do incredibly well for HP and really help your businesses. IPG, all of you know VJ. He's done a fantastic job in IPG. And later this year, he's bringing to market partner-managed print services, which is going to enable you to extend customer relationships while recognize entirely new revenue streams. So again, many people think, gosh, printers, ink, same things going on. I promise you, VJ is doubling down on innovation in that business. We are increasing R&D spend in that business. It should be a really big part of your business going forward, and VJ is leading the way with innovation. Now, you also know we made a decision on WebOS to contribute that code to the open source community. And again, we needed to provide real clarity on that quickly. And I am excited about this. It will take 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 years to fully play out. But my view is the industry needs another operating system. Listen, Apple is doing great. They are on fire. But iOS is a closed system. Google's Android for smartphones, which they may bring down into PCs and other devices. I think that may end up being a closed system with their purchase of Motorola. And also, Android, as you look in Asia and other places, is remarkably fragmented. And we love our partnership, obviously, with Microsoft and Intel. But I think there is an opportunity here for another OS that can utilize the creativity of the development community to enable us to do things that we never dreamed were possible. So we're going to be very patient, we're going to support that, and stay tuned, because I think that could be something over the next few years that is going to be important to HP and to the industry. One of the things I want you to know is we are building HP for this quarter, for next quarter, for this year, but I've also got a longer line of sight. HP will be 70 years old in 2013, and what I and the executive team want to do is we want to set up HP for the next 70 years. We want to set it up so that you can build your business with a long-term horizon, with lots of products coming, with lots of things that are going to make a big difference to this industry. And I think historically, there's been some question about how long-term focused HP was. I want you to know that we are focused on the short term, but we are also focused on building the business for the long term. I also want to talk about focus on our people, on our customers, and on our partners. One thing that I learned very early on at HP is what a tremendous asset we have in HP people. While all the craziness was going on in the executive suite and at the board level over the last few years, you know who kept their heads down and kept on delivering the goods for you and for other customers? Our people. We have the very best people in the industry. And every day I am inspired by the people who have just continued to do the work. And so that we can get 320,000 employees plus 200,000 partners moving in the same direction, I think collectively we are going to be unstoppable. So we're going to invest in our people, we're going to invest in our partners, because together we are stronger than we are apart. You know, my career was really built on this notion of the power of many. Together we can do things that none of us can do alone. And that's something I desperately want to bring to HP and to our partner community. Together we are stronger, and the power of many is just unstoppable. Now, I think over the last 4 to 5 months, well before that in August, I think we did confuse people a bit about what HP is. When I first joined the company, I got a lot of questions. So what does HP stand for? What is HP's strategy? So to be really clear, HP will remain the largest provider of information technology infrastructure, software, services, and solutions for individuals and organizations of all sizes. There's a couple of very important things in that statement. One is we have the broadest and most powerful portfolio in the industry, and we are going to continue to serve and to support you in serving everyone from consumers to the largest enterprises. This is an inherent strength of this company, and that is what we are going to continue to do. It's something that we should be proud of, and it's the thing that will make us successful going forward. Now, our strategy builds on the strengths of HP. And the core of this company, the DNA of this company, is infrastructure. 70% of our revenue comes from printers, servers, storage, networking, PCs, workstations. That is the core of who we are, and we should stand up and be proud of that. And I want, there's another point I want you to take away from this. We are proud to be a hardware and infrastructure company, and we want to stand tall with you, because that is the core of this company. And my view is everything else we do amplifies or builds on that opportunity. And it is a key area where you are critical to that go-forward success. Now, software. Why are we in the software business? We're in the software business to solve tough customer problems, to help you solve tough customer problems. We are not in the software business to transform HP into a software company. So what software needs to do is optimize and differentiate the infrastructure, expand customer relationships, and solve some of their toughest problems. And whether that is security concerns, which every customer I have talked to is deeply worried about. Gosh, you look what happened last week, or a couple weeks here in Las Vegas. Zappos is headquartered here in Las Vegas, had a breach of their system, lost all kinds of data. In fact, my son is a Zappos customer. He got an email that said, "We recommend you cancel your credit card." So security is absolutely something that we think solves tough customer problems. And then, of course, information management, leveraging off the strength in Vertica and the strength in autonomy that you just heard about from Mike Lynch. Another area where many of you are critical, and all of you should be thinking about, is services. You help get the most value from our infrastructure and our software. This is an area we want to grow with you. We want to act as a strategic partner, and we want to leverage our full portfolio so you can take advantage of that. Because together, we can make an enormous difference to all of our customers. And then last but not least, we want to stand for a few solution areas that when I say HP, I want the industry to say these 4 items. As I said, I'm a big believer in focus. Could we please do 3 or 4 things extraordinarily well? Put all of our marketing muscle, our technology muscle, our innovation muscle against something that's going to make a big difference for your customer. And you've heard about these today, but I just want to reiterate that we're deeply focused on 4 different areas. First is converged infrastructure. You heard Dave Donatelli talk about this. It is a distinctive area of competitive advantage for us. We coined the term converged infrastructure. A lot of competitors are coming in to try to steal that positioning, but we do it better than anyone else. The second area is information optimization. As Mike Lynch described, we have a world of exploding data. Data that is largely unstructured. It's not baked into name, address, or social security numbers. This is unstructured data that is exploding at an incredible rate. It is an opportunity for us and for you to solve very tough data problems for our customers. Every organization, whether they're interested in marketing, whether they're interested in more personalization and a closer relationship with their customers, everyone is interested in this area. And we as HP and you as our partners, we have to own that. Third, I talked briefly about it, is security. Again, top of mind for every organization, small or large, nonprofit, public sector, private sector. And then last, of course, is cloud. Obviously, an enormous trend in this business, something that I believe is going to be as important as the transition from mainframe to client server. The way technology is delivered is going to change. It won't change overnight. It never does in this industry, but it is going to change, and we need to be at the forefront of that and help you deliver delivery of technology through the cloud, through hybrid systems, through data centers. We need to be at the forefront of that, and we will. So what you can see is that each piece of this portfolio fits. Each brings the capability to help customers turn challenges into opportunities. And in my view, each of these presents an opportunity for you to bring meaningful solutions to your customers. And as I said, you are absolutely key to the strategy. HP has had a partner-centric model for more than 30 years. No one ships more solutions through the channel than HP. And together with you, we have built market leadership that we will continue to extend and invest in to create opportunities for you and your customers. One of the things that you'll get to know about me is my first real experience in the technology industry was as a customer of technology. At eBay, you can imagine we bought a huge amount of technology. So what I bring to this is seeing everything through the lens of customers. If we collectively focus on solving customer problems, everything else is going to fall into place. And you have my assurance that we're going to look at everything from a customer point of view. And in serving customers, my belief is our portfolio is our greatest asset. And we intend to have a portfolio that is broad enough and deep enough so that you can build a very successful business on it. We're going to continue to add capabilities like autonomy, which has a history as a channel-based organization and is becoming available to the broader HP. And things like 3PAR and 3Com. New solutions and new products that help you have great customer conversations about delivering more value. And we're going to invest in the emerging trends to turn IT transformation into an opportunity. Whether it's data center consolidation to cloud services, we really are here to help you deliver integrated solutions that your customers want and need. And here's the other thing we're going to do. We're going to double down on organic innovation. We are doubling down on our R&D spend in every single division of this company. Because I believe in the end, if we don't invest in evolutionary and revolutionary technology, then we aren't doing our jobs to help you be successful. And my view is there is no competitor that can compete across the entire HP portfolio. There's no competitor that can invest in R&D the way we should be able to invest, and we will. And there is no better partner for you than HP. And you might ask, gee, what does Meg know about selling with partners? Well, it turns out this is not new for me at all. I come from a partner background. I spent a number of years at FTD, Flores Transworld Delivery. You might be interested to know that all of FTD's products and services move entirely through a partner network. At eBay, the seller community was the backbone of that company. I used to say that actually it was our community of users, it was eBay sellers and eBay buyers who built that company. We provided the trading platform, we provided the innovation, but it was eBay sellers who built that business. And here at HP, there is no way we can cover the market and maintain our leadership without you. So, we are continuing our investments in programs and incentives like Partner One, that I know you've heard about again today, and Service One, to increase your bottom line and open up new opportunities. And we've increased our marketing development funds for our channel partners to help you promote our portfolio and solutions. your customer insights. Every day, you are face-to-face with customers in the middle of the action on the street. And I want to know what you know. I want to be hearing real time from you about things that we should be doing better, things that we've got to react to faster. And really, that's what this 3 days has been about. It's what I want the remainder of this session to be about, because together we are incredibly strong. You have intimate customer relationships every single day, 10, 15 times a day. We have the backbone to invest in R&D, to get out ahead of the competitors, and together 1 + 1 should equal 3 or 4. But before I close and go to Q&A, I want to leave you with a few thoughts. First of all, I love the channel. I get what you do, and I appreciate the importance of what we do together for customers. Number 2, HP is coming back strong after a rough 2011. We've got our swagger back. I hope you do too. We have got a great portfolio of products. We've got a great team to help you be successful. And I have got a great and committed executive team that's going to help take HP to a whole new place. So let's go out and sell with confidence. Stand tall. Let's sell with confidence. Let's go back to customers and say, you know what? HP's back. You can count on HP. You can count on each of your businesses. Let's go out and sell with confidence. Let's go beat the competition. Let's go win and make 2012 our collective best year ever. Because I want you to know these individuals. I want you to know that we are a team. One of the things I think we've done over the last 5 months is said, you know what? We have a shared set of vision, a shared set of values about what we want HP to be and how we want to work with all of you. So when the BU heads would come up, we'll do some Q&A together. So Mike, Dave Donatelli, BJ, Todd Bradley, Bill Vecti. Hello. All right. Bill Vecti sprinting across the stage. Good. So does everybody know everyone here? Oh, they're going to take the Jessica Rabbit thing away. This is a good thing. So everyone knows Dave Donatelli, head of ESN. Dave is one of the leading lights in this business, knows the enterprise business inside out, upside down, has taught me an awful lot since I've been here, and a huge, fantastic asset to HP. Everyone knows Todd Bradley. Todd's built one of the great success stories in the IT business, taking the PSG from $20 billion in business to $40 billion in business, from losing money to making money to the #1 PC share in the world. Todd has done a remarkable job. BJ, an HP veteran. There are what I call culture carriers, people who carry the essence of a company, what is very best about HP. And BJ has built one of the most remarkable businesses in our industry and is the culture carrier at HP. Whenever I want to know how we should think about things, what the employees are going to think, what our customers are going to think, I go to BJ. So just give one more round of applause. Newest member of the team. He's got some incredible technology. This is going to be a remarkable asset for HP. We could have a debate about how much we paid for autonomy. Mike has no debate about that. But it's going to be fantastic for us and for you. And last is Bill Vecti, who has been at HP for about 20 months, knows this industry inside out, upside down, runs our software business, and I've also asked Bill to help run strategy for the company. So I think you know these guys. Thank you. And let's do some questions. So I think maybe right over there, you've got a spotlight.
Thank you, Meg. A great team and a wonderful keynote. Richard Doherty with the Envisioneering Group, and I was very pleased as the people around me to hear you were doubling down on R&D. Could you share with us a little bit of the color as to how much of that will be empowerment of people internally who may have been disenfranchised in earlier administrations, how much partnering with academia and externally, and how much might be through acquisitions?
Yeah. So I think we will continue to do acquisitions. I mean, there are always going to be very interesting young companies who can benefit from your scale and your size and HP's scale and size. But the fact of the matter is we have to do a better job of or what I would call organic innovation. And we have an asset that is a tremendous asset to this company, but I think to some degree has been underutilized in the last several years, and that's HP Labs. HP Labs is a remarkable set of individuals, not only in Palo Alto, but in a number of places around the world. And what I want to do is bring HP Labs closer to the business units so that we can get from incredible idea to commercialization faster. And I want that group to become a little bit more commercial, and it's a tremendous asset. Each of our business units are focused on R&D as well. And what I want to say is R&D money is a necessary but not sufficient condition. You just can't throw money at the problem. You've got to make sure you've got it well funded, but also strategically thought out. And I thought I might just ask a couple of you to talk about the R&D that's going on in your business. I mean, Dave, I know this is a passion for you. You can talk a little bit about what you're trying to drive in ESSN, and then I think I'll probably let DJ say a couple of words.
Sure. So, to some of your questions about organic and what we're doing, you just heard Meg talk about labs. Store Once, which was one of the products we talked about Monday, that is 100% HP innovation directly out of HP Labs to products. Our new server Moonshot we spoke about, which are servers built out of the ARM and Atom chips, came out of HP Labs, so that was organic. Working with universities, if you look at OpenFlow, which is what we talked about in networking, that was done in partnership with Stanford University. And then as you heard with acquisitions, things like 3PAR were an acquisition. So we think it's a great kind of trifecta to develop our own, to buy small companies that we think have great innovation, and to partners with others out in the industry.
So, I talked about 14,000 patents we have. We want to add 1,000 patents every year. I think that's what we want to do. Inkjet technology was invented at HP Labs, and we're just going to continue to double the speed of inkjet every 18 months. So I'm very, very excited about, and commitment from Meg to really invest more R&D in IPG is music to our ears, because we can continue to lead this tremendous industry.
Thank you. Do we have another question? Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
Meg, welcome to HP. Question for you on HPN. We made some nice gains in market share there. And obviously, we're competing against a very large company. What do you think we need to do better, and what do you see in the horizon for HPN for us?
Yeah. So the question, in case you couldn't hear it, was about HP networking, and I'll let Dave chime in. I am really excited about this because one of the great things in technology is to be the disruptor as opposed to be the incumbent. And we are the disruptor in HP networking. We have a terrific suite of products, and we can bring real value to customers, better, faster, cheaper, in a way that the big dog in this business can't. And so I think we have an opportunity to go after a big share of this market in a way that's very profitable for you, very profitable for us, because in fact in the industry there is an enormous price umbrella. And we have the opportunity to go under that with a fantastic set of products. So we're going to continue to invest in this business. We're going to continue with your help to gain market share. And Dave's and my ambition for this business is, hopefully in 2 or 3 or 4 years, we are going to have a much expanded presence in this business and be able to continue to lead from a thought perspective on networking. You want to add anything to that?
Yeah, so to the point of what can we do better collectively, I would say this, and I'm going to leave you with just one big thought. I think where people have erred is where we haven't done as well as we want in certain deals is when we've tried all or nothing. Gee, I need to take it and swap out your entire network, your entire core, your entire edge, your entire wireless. The thought is this: when we get into accounts, whether we get in just with wireless, whether we just get in with the edge, or whether we get in on the campus, we always get in and grow. So the biggest thought for you is, in any account you go into, I can guarantee you there's a fit for us there somewhere, could be in any of those possibilities I just talked about. Find that one place. You should get in everywhere. It might be a small transaction to start, but once you get in, it grows. And that's the biggest change I think we can make. You know, home runs are great. If you can hit them, awesome. But if not, the single of getting into somewhere in an environment and growing from there, I think is where we found the most success.
Other questions? I've got one that is on the monitor, but people come up and... Oh, okay, great. Thanks. It's hard to see.
Yes, Meg, thanks for your support of the channel. One question I would have for you is, what would you say to resellers who are concerned by disintermediation by the cloud down the line?
Yeah. So I'll let some of these guys chime in as well. My view is that things change very slowly in our business, and your opportunity is to get ahead of the curve here and continue to solve customer problems in a way where you can actually take our cloud solution and provide this to customers. I don't see any reason why this audience and your businesses should get disintermediated here. You know, you read the lay press and cloud sounds like it's easy. No problem, just put everything in the cloud. Well, you all know that there is a lot more complicated factors in how this gets done. What applications get put in the cloud, what stays in the data center, how you move back and forth, how you do hybrid delivery, how you use cloud for burst capacity. In some ways, what I think you all can be is the guide, the interpreter, the educator for your customers and how they can most effectively use cloud in each and every one of their businesses. So I actually don't think it's a disintermediation opportunity. I think this is an opportunity for you to double down in terms of your relationship with customers and show them the way. Particularly SMBs are just beginning to wake up to this and say, gosh, how can this be relevant for my business? Even our largest customers that I spend a bit of time with, they are still trying to navigate their way through this. So Bill, you've talked a lot about the cloud. Maybe you can make a couple of comments here as well.
You know, first of all, I think it's going to be a long journey. You know, this is something that we're going to live with 5, 10, 15 years as we build out. And if you think about it, I believe history is a mirror. And you look back to what happened in client server, there was an enormous need for solution delivery through the 90s. And you can characterize it in how, whether it be in management, whether it be in application transformation. And as you look at the people up on the stage and the portfolios that they represent, we're delivering a set of solutions and capabilities, but it's not going to work without a set of partners that step up and are the trusted advisors delivering those capabilities into the marketplace. There are absolutely a set of experiences that will go direct in the marketplace, and some of the vendors that you've worked with over the years are going to deliver some of those experiences directly. What you hear across here, and as you look at the solutions that we're building and delivering, we are heavily dependent on you to be the solution delivery vehicle for that and the trusted advisor for the customer.
Yeah, over here to the left.
Are we on? Okay, we're on. First of all, I have a comment. And last year when I returned home from APC, I was asked by my customers, my employees, what did I think about the new CEO? And my answer that I gave then proved to be correct. So far today, and listening to you, and having the privilege last night to joining you for dinner, and watching you interact with other resellers, as well as your own employees, and when I saw you and Todd Bradley actually smile and you pounded it, I said, oh, that's cool. And when I asked you, could I call you Meg? And you quickly and sincerely said, no. I'm kidding, you said yes. I thought to myself when I go home tomorrow, and my employees and my customers say, what do you think of the new CEO? I'm going to say she rocks.
Thank you very much.
I do have a question for you.
Oh, you can stop there.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
That was good.
Yeah. You did real well today because last year there was nobody here but me. No, the question I have for you is pretty simple, really. I have a tendency to believe that the logo has a lot of power, whether it's our own company logos or in your case, the big, powerful HP. And I like to wear the lapel pin that says HP that I stole from one of your executives. I like to wear my my workout shirts to the Y, the local wire, when I travel to the workout centers or even down the beach. And there was always a bit of pride. You had that trust. Everybody believes that the logo has value and means something to them. My question to you, in addition to innovative technology, what are you going to do, Meg, to restore the trust and pride in that beautiful HP logo?
Yeah, very good question. Thank you for that. So first of all, my view is that actions speak louder than words. That in the end, this is about results. This is about how we work with you as partners. This is about the products that we bring to market. This is about the compensation programs that we work out with you to collectively serve customers better. In the end, we have got to serve our customers, and we've got to deliver what we say we're going to deliver. And so my view is, and it has been my view for my entire career, is you actually have to deliver the results for customers. So that's job one. Job number two is we have to do a better job of telling our customers and the industry about what we bring to the party. And we have done, I think, in times in HP's history, we've done a tremendous job at that, and we are going to bring this back. We are putting together, and I am not a believer in marketing just for marketing's sake. I am a believer in marketing to get a message out about our full suite of products and what we stand for as a company. So one of the investments we are going to make is in a corporate marketing program that is going to be consistent across all of our business units. Because one opportunity that we have and that you can help bring to your customers is this notion of one HP. We are a collection of very powerful business units, but we also need to bring the breadth of portfolio to our customers as one HP. So what you will see unfold over the next 3 to 6 to 12 months is a marketing program that we will go after consistently for the next several years to bring to bear what we think makes a huge difference for our customers around HP. So let me tell you, marketing without delivering the goods isn't worth anything, but if you can deliver the goods and layer marketing on top of that and stick with it. You know, I've been in marketing for much of my early career, and I can tell you, it doesn't matter as much what the message is. It's good if the message is right on, but consistency of message and saying it over and over and over again is what makes really successful businesses. So that's that. And last, we're going to be industry leaders again. We're going to be thought leaders. We're going to bring innovation to the marketplace. We're going to be out and about at industry events, at partner events. We are going to be out in the marketplace much more than we have in the last year or so. And I'm relying, it cannot just be me, although I will be out visiting with partners and customers. I already have been in my first 5 months. But I cannot run this company by myself. I need each and every one of you to be ambassadors for HP. I need each and every one of our executives to be ambassadors for HP, and every one of their executives to be ambassadors to HP. Remember what I said, the power of many? What we can do together, none of us can do alone. And so we've got to stand tall for this company. We've got to be thought leaders. We've got to have swagger. We've got to be confident. And we've got to go out and meet customer needs. So thanks for that question. Okay, right there.
Hi, Meg. I was wondering if you'd comment on the HP strategy for growing the SMB marketplace and your share of wallet in that within the next 12 months.
Yeah. I'll take a crack at that, and then I'll ask Todd to talk about it as well, because he has been a leader in this area. So listen, I deeply understand the SMB marketplace. This is a passion of mine. Throughout my career, I have sold to and with small businesses and medium-sized businesses. And in the end, what we've got to do is what we have always done, which is rely on you for reach and expansion into SMBs. Every company today is in many ways a technology company, isn't it? Businesses that they don't even, I was in the Central Valley of California for a bit of time while I ran for governor. And I tell you, farmers are now running technology businesses. Whether it's the temperature of the soil, the seeds they plant, every business is a technology business. And we've got to rely on you to cover that market and to bring products to bear and solutions to bear that are right for those SMBs. And my view is we've got to speak in a simple, straightforward language. It's one thing when you're talking to the CIO of GE. It's quite another when you're talking to a relatively small to medium-sized family-owned enterprise that could really benefit from things like autonomy. But how do you bring that to bear to an organization that I think is more technology savvy than ever, but needs a guide along the way, needs milestones along the way to know what they should invest in, how much they should spend, and to get a clear sense of the benefits. So I am a big believer in simplicity of communication to expand growth potential of SMB. But Todd, how do you...
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Meg. And thanks, Bill. I think there are a whole series of things that were in process, both in flight and executing around, first, how we further segment that SMB channel. You know, how the 10-person insurance agency works is different than a startup in Silicon Valley, which is different than a 200-seat firm in the Midwest. So as we look at very segmented approaches to both coverage and solutions, I think you'll see us work more deeply with you on how we deliver that message, and frankly, how we increase our coverage of that market. And it's very fair to say collectively we've really taken a lot of share from Dell, whose real strength was that market. I think we got work to do, things like our financial services offerings to help grow those markets are places we're spending a lot of attention, a lot of energy, clearly as we look at servers and larger installations. So think about it from A, the point of simplicity, B, the point of broader coverage and deeper knowledge, and then the one product set of infrastructure with services, with software, creates a one-stop solution for these small businesses that's unprecedented.
I think one last point on this is part of the reason that we have been as successful collectively as we have with small business is because of you. Think about every small to medium-sized business that you know. They are not technology experts. Who are they looking to for solutions? They're looking to you. They're looking for you to be a guide, a friend, an advisor, a trusted advisor, because we all know you can go really wrong on buying technology for your company if you don't have a trusted advisor. And I think you are among the very best trusted advisors of SMBs across the globe that I have ever seen. And so you should go home and think about yourself as the trusted advisor who's going to help navigate an increasingly complicated world for SMB. All right, why don't we take one more question and then I'll do a little wrap up.
Thank you. I was wondering, by when will you be able to showcase the technologies you're using in autonomy within HP? That's question one. Question two is, there's more and more IT moving into the automotive industry. Do you see HP having a play more specifically in that area?
Yeah. Well, I'll get Mike to comment a bit. Listen, one of the things I want to do with autonomy is I want autonomy to be incredibly successful in the context of HP. And for those of you who have watched HP do acquisitions, most of the time we do them really well, but there is a danger when a very big company like HP buys a small, fast-growing, upstart, revolutionary innovator like autonomy. What can happen is the mother tiger can roll over on the baby tiger really easily, and it's not a pretty sight. So what I have said for the first year, I want to keep autonomy as part of HP, but I also want them to continue on the incredible trajectory that they have been on. And what I hope is that autonomy will grow faster than they otherwise would have because they are part of HP. And so what I want you all to think about is how can you surgically present autonomy to your users, your customers, in a way that will really turbocharge what your customers are trying to do for their businesses. So here's how you capture the hearts and minds of a company like autonomy. That a year from now, I hope what Mike will say is, our vision for what we can do with unstructured and structured data has been advanced. We are so excited about the mission. The mission has been advanced by being part of HP. Not that it's harder, not that there's all kinds of challenges about being in a big company, but their mission is advanced. So that's what I'm trying to do in terms of getting autonomy set up for success, and I think being able to ultimately, reshape how the industry thinks about this through autonomy. But you might just say a minute.
I think what's been incredibly exciting for me is to be able to work with the other people on the stage. So we already have with Dave's group, we have 2 appliances out already. That's the beginning of a series of pieces of hardware that are optimized around this new world. We've got some really interesting things that we're working on with Todd Street, which I think will be announced in full time, and also VJ's area, where I'll give you a hint. You saw some of those things today, and some of those things will be coming in as part of the IPG group offering as well. And then when we look at security, the ability to take together meaning-based governance, where you understand policy with the kind of technology that we have in the security portfolio, put those two together, phenomenal opportunity. So from Autonomy's point of view, we've always worked with the channel. We know how important the channel is. But what we see is an incredible opportunity to take our technology, put it with these other areas of expertise, and also open up areas of the channel that we have not been traditionally in a position to work with. So those of you that are experts for the SMB market, that's a whole new opportunity, and it's very, very exciting for me to be in a position to work with these guys and with you in addressing some of those things.
And the last jump ball, who wants to take automotive? I'll take a moment on automotive. Listen, I think there's a lot of things going on in the automotive market. I have to say, for HP, as I've said this morning, I am a big believer in focus. Could we please do a small number of things really, really well? As you know, the devil is in the detail. And while there may be opportunities for us in automotive, I think there are bigger, more near-term opportunities in other industries and in our core businesses of infrastructure and the kinds of things that you've heard about over the last 3 days. So I never say no to opportunities, but I can tell you, having been here for 5 months, if we could focus this company and your efforts on a smaller number of things that we can really get behind, whether it's marketing, whether it's conferences we go to, whether it's our personnel who help you, then I think that is part of the way to success here. So that's the point of view I have on that. All right, let me wrap up very quickly. First is, I want you to know that you've got one of the best executive teams I've ever had the privilege of working with. These guys are world class, they are committed, they love the channel, they understand exactly what you do, and I promise you, we will not let you down. And lastly, everyone sort of keels over when I do this. My email is megw@hp.com. And so if you need something, if your needs aren't being met, please send me an email and I'll send it to them. But the fact is, we want to be a very responsive company. I want to move faster. I want to make sure that we are not letting our size and scale limit our flexibility and our being responsive to your needs. So please don't hesitate to let me know what's on your mind. Please don't hesitate if you've got an issue to email me or one of the folks on this stage. I promise we will do our very best to get resolutions to your questions and answers right away. megw@hp.com. Thanks very much.